Labadiena 15 min žiūrovai ir skaitytojai. FPV dronai yra karšta tema Ukrainoje, Ukrainos fronto linijose ir šiandien čia studijoje yra šių dronų tiekėjas Jurijus Mukinas. Hello, Yuri.
Hello.
Mes kalbėsime angliškai, tačiau vertimą matysite apačioje. So we will talk in English, and I wonder what is your mission in Lithuania in these particular few days?
Yeah, I would like to spread the word about what Ukrainian volunteering groups are doing to help the army and how Lithuanians could help to scale production, in particular of FPV drones, and help in this way the Ukrainian army.
Why now?
Because we're in the circumstances where Ukraine lacks weapons, and FPV drone is used as a kamikaze weapon, actually. It's super cheap. The mini ones, you could get them for 300 euros. And for 300 euros, you can have a guided weapon which helps at the front line a lot. Also, now Russia scales the production of this kind of drones, and they make a difference on the front line. So we need to counterattack this initiative and scale our production also.
Where do you get the information that Russians scale the production of FPV drones?
We monitor the media. They share a lot of information in media publicly. So we know quite well what they're doing, and I would say that they are advancing a lot in terms of technology and scale of production. So it's quite transparent. You can get the data that they produce more or less 300,000 drones per month, and Ukraine produces around 50,000 FPV drones per month. So it's like 6 times less.
You say you want to scale next year the drones in Ukraine, drone production in Ukraine. How many drones would you like to produce?
Would like to produce 1 million drones.
Okay.
To get to the point when Ukrainian facilities could produce 1 million drones per month.
Okay.
So
there is a possibility, as far as I know, how it works. You will explain a little bit more.
Yeah.
But any Lithuanian could buy a drone for Ukraine. 300 euros.
Yeah, 300 euros. How it works? We get requests from the front line for FPV drones. And we give anyone opportunity, in particular Lithuanian people, opportunity to cover these expenses. So it's a non-profit initiative from our side. There is no commercial interest. It's just the cost of spare parts which we assemble. So you can select the request you like and cover expenses, and your donation would go direct to the front line to cover, in the form of FPV drone.
How and where Lithuanians could do that?
Online. It's all online. So our specifics is that 2 years ago, me and my friends registered an NGO in Lithuania. My friends from Lithuania, they help a lot. Registered NGO in Lithuania, and we have all the operations done through that NGO. So you can go online to the website, you can see the list of requests from the front line, you can select the one you like and cover expenses.
How the website is called?
It's called kazhanroad.in.ua. For the last year, we started not from FPV drones production, but from night vision devices for cars production. So for the last year, we covered 2,500 cars equipped with night vision devices. These are the pickups and armored vehicles which are active on the front line. So we get requests for night vision device, we produce it and get back to the military. And now we switch to FPV drones production because it's the hottest topic and the most crucial thing on the front line.
So you get the requests through the website, any visitor can see it. How long does it take to assemble the drone when you get the money?
Actually, if you have spare parts ready, it doesn't take too much time. It takes like up to 1 hour to assemble the FPV drone. We get requests from militaries. We check, validate those requests that it's a real request, and we have a certain bank of devices ready. So we send the device from the bank, and we order new parts for the donation that we receive for a certain request.
And the parts, that's the other topic. Is it easy to get them?
It's not easy. All the parts are produced. It's not a secret in China, and Russia and Ukraine gets all the parts from China. So on the one hand, it's easy. On the other hand, it's challenging because China increases their production and they don't have enough spare parts right now because of huge orders from Russia and also some orders from Ukraine.
Okay, and I know any Lithuanian, as we talked before interview, would ask what's in it for you. What is your background and why do you do that?
Yeah, from the commercial point of view, zero for us. It's not a commercial project, it's a non-profit, fully non-profit activities. For us, for me, it's like protecting my country because my family lives in Ukraine, I live in Ukraine, and that's a huge help based on opinions of military personnel that we provide the army with. My background is entrepreneurship. I am an IT entrepreneur building online marketplaces around the world. So like in our business, we used to make everything super efficient and online. So this is the same approach that we were using in non-profit activities. We pushed everything online and made the model work in a way that you transparently understand what kind of thing you cover with your donation. It's not like you donate to a certain fund some money, but you cover a real request from a real person from the front line.
Okay, and how many drones you are able to produce in a month?
Yeah, with our initiative, we were able to produce a few hundred drones per month, like 300 drones. But it's not the point, the amount that we could produce. It's the point that we are educating others, and this is our focus for the next year: is to educate as many groups in Ukraine as possible. For them to be able to produce a few hundred drones per month. So what we believe in is the civil society and activist groups, and not really, we believe a lot in centralized production, but more in decentralized production.
Why?
Because there are so many active people in Ukraine, and it's not that difficult to find money for few drones. It's difficult to find and set up everything for thousands of drones. And also thousands, when you get a centralized production, you are a target for Russians. And we've heard stories of Russians hitting with Shaheds or with rockets drone production facilities in Ukraine. So we want to avoid this, and we want to help, 1,000 groups to produce a few hundred drones per month. And in this way, if they provide these drones to the army, it makes a huge impact.
Does the production go up these days, these months?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
It does, right?
Goes up, yeah.
Okay, it's good. And what about your facility? I don't know how much you can tell us, but have it ever faced the attacks from Russia?
No, we have very decentralized facilities. So we basically have a list of people who are doing it on themselves.
How many people?
Actually, quite many. In one project, we have hundreds of people doing this, yeah. The idea is that if you can assemble some device, you can do it at your home. And you don't need a factory, you don't need any facilities for that besides your desk and your hands. That's it. And one person doesn't make a difference alone. but if you have hundreds of these people, then the volume is quite significant.
Who are those people? What are the backgrounds?
Yeah, different backgrounds. Often they are elder people with some background in electronics. Sometimes it's like 20 years old people, engineers, different backgrounds. So no real pattern in terms of age or like specialization. So different people with different backgrounds. What unites them is that they cannot live like real normal life, not helping the army. So they have their jobs often, and in the evening they take I don't know how it's called in English, payalnik. So they take this thing and they assemble the device.
Okay.
So if they assemble one device per day, so in 30 days they have 30 devices assembled.
Okay, it sounds like a lot of.
Yeah, that's a lot.
And it's a way to fight for your country,
Exactly.
right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, and what about recent attacks on Kyiv? Does this affect these kind of attacks? Does it affect your work? Does it affect your daily life?
Yeah, it motivates to work more to counterattack this. Of course, it affects the daily lives. I'm traveling like for the first time in 2 years abroad from Ukraine, and my family sends me pictures of protecting themselves in shelters during these night attacks the recent days, yesterday and today to this morning. So it affects daily lives, but we're kind of adapted to it and need to do something with it.
Thank you for visiting Lithuania and spreading the word. I hope that Lithuanians will help you, and
They do help. They do help a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do help us a lot already. So IT community and people help us a lot. Yeah.
Thank you, Yuri.
Thank you.
Taigi jūs galite, kad ir dabar, aplankyti interneto portalą ir pamatyti, kokių reikia dronų, FPV dronų Ukrainai, kokie yra užsakymai ir jį nusipirkti tą droną, kuris keliaus į fronto liniją. 300 eurų už vieną droną, tokia yra kaina, taip Jurijus Mukinas, kuris yra FPV dronų tiekėjas, sako ir papasakojo štai, kaip yra gaminami tokie dronai, ko reikia Ukrainai ir kokie yra kitų metų tikslai. 1 milijonas dronų turėtų būti pagaminama, o ne 50 000. Todėl, kad Rusijos pajėgos didėja ir būtent šioje srityje taip pat. Taigi tiek šioje laidoje, ačiū, kad žiūrėjote, o įrašas kaip visada lieka 15min.lt puslapyje. Iki.